So recursion means the last result. The repeated action is good, fine, but the last result will be used in the next action. So this is another important thing. Recursion means repeated action, correct, but if you do the sum, or if you do the multiplication, or if you do any particular calculation again and again and again, that thing is not recursion. There is another important thing should be considered. That means the last result will be used in the next calculation, next result. So that is another important thing. So let me write it down so that it will be easy to remember. So repeated action where the last action result is used in the next. So what is the result you have got in the last action that will be taken to use in the next. So it is like, as a computer students, you can think it is like function within a function. You know already what is function, right? So what is function and what is procedure? Basically, this is the two structures in computer coding, right? One is function, one is procedure. There are other names. I know you already know even better than me. So let me just be sure about your concept. What do you think about function and procedure? What is that? What is the difference? Can you tell me what is the difference between function and procedure or a module? Is there anything?
So function in coding is basically a group of code, like a group of lines of codes that are limited, rather that are like কে যেন ছোট ছোট group করে রাখা, a small
Okay.
group of codes. That's
Okay.
function.
So anyone else? Do you want to share anything else? In computer coding, there is a small program or small part of the program. It can be called in the main program, right? So this is the main program, and in the main program you can call a function, right? You can call a procedure also. So what is the difference actually? That is my question. You can call a function somewhere in the program. You can call the procedure also somewhere in the main program. So what is the difference between small program which is called function and small program which is called procedure?
Sir, procedure I think perform a task, and function procedure information. I mean function, yeah, where function procedure information, I think.
Okay, so you are saying something correct. You are saying to perform a task. So that is good. It is correct.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, for function, usually the input has been given and it just give us a calculative output. But for procedure, it shows it calls again and again, and it complete a full process.
Okay. So uh, this is also again partly correct. Okay. So the main difference is now it is okay. From Asadullah it is clear, more clear. So main difference is function will return a particular value, will uh, get a return value. Okay, that is the calculated result, as you have said. So this is the main point, and procedure may not give you a return value, may not. Procedure is to perform a task. Maybe there is something output, some result output may come, but it is not a must. But function, it is a must. You can say square is a function. Square is a function. So there will be a bracket, and inside the bracket there will be a variable. So that means in the variable you will pass the parameter value. Okay, in the variable you will pass the parameter value. So this is the variable. There may be one variable, there may be two variable. So you will pass the parameter value, and it is, as you are saying, input. So input is okay for function also. Input is okay for procedure also. Procedure also may get some parameter value, but procedure will not. Procedure is normally, I mean, you will not use the bracket. Normally you use like, okay, this is the procedure name, uh, and then you have the parameter value. If you have more parameter value, fine, comma comma comma. In the function there will be a bracket. In the function there will be a bracket. Anything, say a b c d is the function, and in that you have uh, two parameter value. So there will be two parameter value inside the bracket. And if you say that ABCD is not a function, ABCD is a procedure, in that case ABCD is the procedure, and the parameter value x and another parameter y, like that. So in the procedure there may be output result, sometimes may not be. Normally it is not intended, it is not the target that you will have a return value. Okay, but in the function there must be a return value, and this is the target, this is the intention. That means square of x will be something, there will be a value for that, there will be a value for that. Okay, so in the next line in the main program you can write, okay, k equal to square of x. So that means square of x will be a value, and that will be the new name k, something like that. But procedure is not about getting a return value. Okay, so that is the main point. So when you I'm talking about this because it has the connection with recursion. When you get this square value of x, that means you will give x value as the parameter, right? So if you call this k value next time, if you call the same function again, okay, if you call the same function again, and if you write if you write again another same function value, that is the square, and now you are writing k. So that means this whole thing is in a loop. This whole thing is in a loop. Okay. So what does that mean? That means it will be k is square of x, and then again repeated it will be square of k, then new k will come, again square of k, new k will come. So if it goes like that, the previous value is used for the next calculation. That is called recursion. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
This is the understanding.
Uh,
So
so,
I
sir,
give you, yes, yes.
one thing that is, whenever we call a function with a, like a void function, or that data type is void,
Hmm.
the return type. So that's basically a procedure.
Mm, I mean, if there is any return, if you can write something like A B C D, then there is a bracket, then one two parameter, and then you can write something equal to this. That is not a procedure. If you can write something, say P equal to this, that means this ABCD is a function, because uh, you are giving the input
Getting
for,
getting
yes,
a result from it.
yes, and you are getting a result from it. So this is not a function. But if you write okay, something like okay, update update blah 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 comma blah 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 comma blah blah blah, so that is a procedure, because you are saying that update this file, okay, with this value. So that means it is a procedure. The program, the coding is doing something for you, but it's not getting any result. Okay, so if you just give output like okay, after this, you after completing this, you show me the result. Okay, the update is complete. So it is, you are seeing the result after this operation, and you can understand okay, my operation is complete now. So this is not the output, this is not the output of the procedure. It is another coding. You are saying okay, after successfully completing this line, you show this line complete. Or you can say okay, if blah blah blah. So if it is not, then you show an error message, you show an error message. So that error message or that complete message, it is not the output of the procedure, right? You understand? But if you write something like this, the result of this function will be P or K or L. Okay, then you can say this is actually a function, because it is returning a certain value. Sometimes function can return more than one value also. That is also possible. Okay, so this is the normal understanding. But I'm saying the theoretical normal understanding, but there are differences and there are changes every day, because there are many new programming languages coming, and there are different things included or added in those things. So sometimes maybe theory will be compromised, but it is the general concept what I am saying now. Is that okay?
Yes,
So
yes.
let me just go to one example. The example is very simple and you can easily understand. Say a recursion function. Okay, a recursion function is defined as, say, I'm writing like this. Say f uh, n plus 1 equal to 3f n minus 2. So uh, where n n is any natural number. So this is the function given. Now how can you find, if I write that find uh, f 5, find f5 if f1 equal to f1 equal to uh, 0. f1 equal to 0 minus banai dibe. Okay, no problem. Let us do this. This is the question. The recursion function is given, and in the recursion function there is something which is called n plus 1 equal to 3 into fn minus 2. So that means one function, if you think about n equal to 1, that means the first natural number f1, that is fn, it is 0. It is 0 as given in the question. It is f1 value, it is already given. Now if you want to find out f5, then what will be f5? f5 will be, according to the function, f5 will be 3 into f4 minus 2, isn't it? f5 will be this 3 into f4 minus 2, because this is the relationship, and in the relationship it is shown that fn plus 1 in the left side and f n in the right side. So if you have f5 in the left side, so in the right side it will be f4, isn't it? Do you understand this thing?
Yes, sir.
So how can you find out f5 now if you do not know f4? It is not possible, so you need to know
Sir,
f4 also.
yes, sir. We tried to find F2, F3, then we find F4, then F5.
Exactly. So that is the concept of recursive function or recursion function. So recursion or recursive function is actually, you need to apply the previous result to the next result. So in this case you need to continue like this. f1 is 0, it is given in the question. Then you go to f2. So f2 means f2 is in the left side, so in the right side it will be 3 into f1 and then minus 2. So it is actually 3 into 0 minus 2, so it is actually minus 2. Now you continue with the same pattern. So f3 will come, f3 will be 3 into f2. Oh no, so, okay, yeah, it is correct. So 3 into f2 minus 2, so it is like 3
Minus 8.
in 3 into minus 2, then minus 2, so it will be minus 8, correct. So you continue, you need f3 also, so oh, f3 is there, you need f4 also. So what will be f4? f4 will be, f4 equal to 3 into f3 value, that means minus 8 value, and then minus 2, so it is minus 26. And now you can go to f5. So f5 will be finally coming, okay, finally coming like 3 into minus 26 and minus 2, so it will be uh, 78,
Minus
80,
80.
Minus 80, sir.
minus 80. So this is the f5 value. So this is how you can find out the answer. According to question, the recursion function is given and one value is given. So that's it. So this is the understanding. This is the concept. So the calculation, maybe I will give one question. It is not a hard thing, something like this. Okay. So just the understanding is important. If you do understand what is this, that will be all right. Let me give you another question. Uh, it is like uh, from the recursion, uh, say if, okay, blah, blah, blah. I will write later, just wait. So 2f, then plus f minus 4, find the value of say f 13, when it is given that f is equal to say 3 and f equal to 1. Okay, now let me complete this question by writing the suffixes. So it is like f n plus 2, n plus 2 in the left side. It is 2 fn plus fn plus 1. So be careful, it is not with minus 4. N plus 1 is the name of the function. So this is the relationship given. Fn plus 2 equal to 2fn plus fn plus 1 minus 4. So this is the relationship, and two values are given because you need to use two values. So that is why two values are given. So two values are given like f 3 equal to 3 and f1 equal to 1. Now what will happen? Oh, find the value of f, say, let me write 5 again. Okay, f5. Now what do you think?
Similarly,
Okay, good. Similarly you will do. Okay, good. Then try to do that. I will show it to you here, but before me you can try.
but here, sir, one value is not given, sir.
Now I will.
So it is
Now I
possible.
will not tell you. Now I will not tell you. You said similarly it is possible, and it is fine. Yes, it is possible. So do it.
No, sir, not possible, sir.
No, no, no. I agreed. I told you yes, possible. So do it. Actually, it is possible.
Yes, sir,
Just
it is
a
possible.
simple little trick. এত ছোট একটা ট্রিকের মধ্যে তুমি ধরা খায় গেলা, কেমনে হবে বল? Just a little simple trick. It is possible. Just do it.
Okay, sir, try it.
Okay. So it is actually, you can write it like f3 from, I can write it like from the given function, f3 is equal to 2 into f1 plus f2 minus 4. So this is actually function given. So in this case, f3 is given. So you put this f3 value. f3 is 3 and f1 is given. f1 is 1. So 2 into 1. So you put this here, and then f2 will come, and then f2 will come. So f2 will come. It's okay. What is f2? F2 is
5, sir.
5.
F2 is 5. So F2 is 5. Now you can move to next.
F4.
Okay, so this was the little trick. That's all. So you can now find out F4. Okay, now you can find out F4. So how? Because F4 will be 2 into F2 plus F3 minus 4. So 2 into F2. So what is F2? F2 is 5. So 2 into 5. And then F3 is 3. And then minus 4. So F4 value is coming 9. Okay.
Yes.
So this is F4 value. Now you go to F5 value. F5 value in the same way you will write 2 into F3 plus F4 and then minus 4. So you put the values you already know. So this is called 2 into F3 is 3 and F4 is 9. So it is coming like 6 and 11.
11.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it? So that is it. This is your answer. Because in the question they said you need to find F5. So F5 is the answer. Finished. Okay. So the calculation is not hard. Just the concept is the function is designed in a way that you need to use the previous value from the same function so that you can proceed and you can find out the next value. So that's it. So this is the mathematical concept, and in computer language you apply the same concept, but maybe your writing style is different, coding is different. That is different thing, but concept is this. So that's all. And that is all for recursion. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is finished this topic, and I can
Sir,
just, yes.
sir, if we find out F10, then we consider 2F8 plus F7, F7,
F9, F9,
F9, F9 minus 4.
yes. So F8, F9 is also needed for F10. So this is the concept. Okay, and very common I mean example is Fibonacci sequence, right? Fibonacci sequence numbers, that is also recursion, because